Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video on the SlideSide YouTube channel. Alright guys, in today's video we are going to be going over a little bit of a controversial topic in the Roblox drifting community after a little bit of a discussion in the comments on the top 7 drifting games in Roblox video that I made about 4 months ago, maybe longer, sorry. But basically the comments show this. I was in a little bit of a, not necessarily argument, but I was talking with one of the people watching the video who commented saying that I called out Drift Paradise and saying that they think that Drift Paradise is way better than any of the other games. So today we're going to be putting up Drift Paradise against Solitary here. So we have both games ready to go here, Solitary and Drift Paradise. But let's tab over here. Okay. So basically how it went, I was talking to the person and I was saying, sorry, but Drift Paradise compares nothing to Solitary, in my opinion. And someone else hopped in saying Drift Paradise is very easy, or no, this was the original person, saying Drift Paradise is very easy, the game even drifts for you, you just have to counter steer. I'm not necessarily going for easy, but this guy, Oven, I don't know how to say that, so I'm sorry, but they say, bruh, I know that even Solitary has that. So I said it's just completely different. I'm willing to make a video on which is better, comparing each features of both games completely unbiased. But Solitary definitely feels smoother in my opinion. And now we're going to be putting it to the test, guys. So here we have Drift Paradise, and we also have the other game here. But here is how we're going to be judging it today, guys. So we have this against that, our first video in the series. Basically, what we're going to be doing today is comparing these two games. I'm going to start with judging by how fun the game is. That's definitely going to be a big one for me. But we'll see what happens with that between the two. Definitely realistic. I'm already willing to bet that that's going to go to Solitary. We have attention to detail, and I'm putting realistic as in the physics and attention to detail as kind of how well the models and stuff are made for the game itself, but I'm not sure. That'll also be something else we'll have to see. And then the last one is the player community, seeing how big of a base, how many people are playing it, and whether or not the people that play it are toxic and rude about the other game. Alright, let's go ahead and hop into our first game here. We're going to hop into Drift Paradise. It may take us a little bit of a second to load up, but yeah. Also, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed this new series. Alright guys, we're going to move over to Roblox. Here we have it. Drift Paradise. Let me turn off my graphics mod. Okay, so right when you hop into the game, you have this little intro, which you guys have probably seen before if you've played this game. But we're just going to hop straight into it and kind of start judging this game compared to the other one. But we'll flip back and forth between the games in this video. Alright, first map we're going to hop onto is Four Seasons, seeing as that's the one my brother is currently on. May take a little bit of a second to load this one up as well. Some weird little distortion to the pictures here. Alright, so it says joining server. I don't know if you can see that or not. But let's hop over to Roblox. And there we have it. Alright guys, so you have this little daily reward thing, which isn't too big a deal to me. But yeah, so here we have a car that my brother Madden is in currently. And you have this map. Never actually driven on this before, but it looks like you kind of have like a desert, summer kind of beach. You got fall over there, maybe winter somewhere. I don't know, but that's what I'm guessing Four Seasons refers to. Graphics mod actually looks kind of cool in here, so I may keep it on, but we'll see. Anyways, basically you hop into here. I'm hitting the little drive button here, and I'm gonna hit spawn car. Right off the bat, I have played this game before, and I believe that I bought the Fast and Furious Game Pass when I made the top 7 or maybe top however many, 1 second man, drifting games in Roblox. Anyways, so I have this Game Pass, so here's a couple of the cars. Let's go ahead and start with this little Evo here. Alright, by the way guys, before we get started judging these games, I just want to make it clear that I don't mean to downplay either one of these games in any way. They're both amazing games, but I just want you guys to know what, through my opinion and my judging system, is really the better game overall. Okay, Anyways, let me make sure my graphics are high up because this looks kind of funny. Okay, there we go. Ooh, this actually looks kind of cool. Anyways. Okay. Anyways, guys. Yeah. Okay. Well, first of all, our first category, fun. Let's, I guess, go ahead and drift around the map a little bit and see which game we really like more. Let's see. Where's man? He's over here. Alright, we're gonna just, I guess, drift around. Let me put it in a manual. And we'll judge these two games by fun. We'll drift for a little bit in this game and then hop over to solitary. See if that one is better. Oops. Okay. Let's see if we can catch up to Jack. See how well you can do tandems in this game. I mean, man, sorry. Alright, guys. We're gonna come over here. Anyways, so you do have a ton of cars in this game, and I really like how they have the different like character cars from Fast and Furious and stuff. But I'm already kind of getting used to the physics of this game, and I'll just say I'm not exactly loving it. But I definitely like how colorful the game is as well, and how many maps you can have, plus the variety of cars. So, for fun, what should we rate this game, Jack? I mean, Madden. Okay, what are we gonna rate this? You think this is a fun? Well, for fun, specifically for fun, I'm gonna give it a 7 for fun. So far, give it a 5. Okay, that works. So let's just write this down: drift versus solitary. Okay, so what did you give this for fun? 5. Okay, you get a 5. I'll give it a 7, so we'll meet in the middle, give it a 6 for fun. Alright, let's go ahead and hop into solitary now and kind of see what we're thinking with that. We'll have this load up.
Definitely be like,
yeah, I'm thinking, but remember, man, this is supposed to be unbiased, so just give it a true, like, you know. Alright, anyways, we're loading into solitary now, guys. And automatically we have a, in my opinion, way cooler looking loading screen. But that's just my opinion. Alright, let's hit map selector. But real quick, I actually do want to go back. We have join friends, donate, update log, map selector. Pretty similar to the other one. We have less maps, I think, in this one. Let's go ahead and hop into Oil Wharf on day and see what we have going on. It may take a second to load this up. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and see if we can rate this game for fun. This is solitary. But yeah. Alright, we're finally loading up here. I'm going to hit play. And of course, you guys probably already know what car I'm going to spawn in, because if you're watching this channel, you probably know who I am. But yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and spawn in the, if these will load, Lexus SC300, I believe is right here, since I've played this game recently. Okay, also, this is taking a while to load. But that's definitely one thing. This game, for how, like, insane it looks, it's definitely better optimized than most games that I know of. But it's still a little slow in some cases. But yeah. It's generally not slow, but it is being a little interesting right now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hop back into the spawn menu, and I'll spawn in the S14 Zenki, because I know that that car will load, seeing as I've seen it. Oh gosh, okay, this is not a very great example of how this game is right now.
I have my 180 right here.
Okay, finally, this is actually loading. Also, I apologize, guys, my computer is dying. This does not normally happen. I've just had too many tabs open for too long. So I'm going to spawn back in the SC300. Here we have it. Okay, so let's rate this game for fun. I do apologize about that, guys, but let's get on. Okay, so I do love the physics of this game. Like, it's my favorite out of any game I've ever played. But for fun, I honestly like having the realism. I like being able to drift around, do tandems, and definitely one feature which I may not get to show in this video, but it's definitely a thing, is when you're in a private server, and it may even say in the chat, but, But what you can do with this game is insane. You can get cones and clipping zones that you can place around the map in private servers, and with that, you can make like your entire own competitions. You can set up a whole layout wherever you want. It's just like definitely really cool. But for fun, what are we thinking we rate this game, Jack? I mean, Madden. 0 to 10, no. Give it a realistic thing, unbiased, because I know you don't like Drift Paradise as much, but you have to give it a legitimate, fair answer. I'm gonna say, well, yeah, honestly, I'm gonna have to say 10. And that's, yeah. If you guys think differently, though, that's okay. This is what I'm giving these scores. I'm attempting to be as unbiased as I can, but I honestly have more fun playing this game than the other game. But yeah, that's not what we're here to check right now. But now we're gonna go ahead and hop on to the next one, which is going to be the realism, or realistic, which is what I wrote down, because I don't even know if realism is a real word. Anyways, this is where we're gonna start for realism, and you guys can already see, I don't have graphics mod on, and this is how this game looks. This is with it on, this is with it off. It adds a little bit more reflection to the cars and stuff, but even without that, this game, I swear, is insane. Like, first of all, let me just do a little, oops, my car's rolling. Stay. Okay, we're gonna take a look at this car, and then you'll definitely feel the same about the score I'm gonna give this game. Okay, hopping into the interior, look at these seats. I mean, they're textured, they're not low poly. Look at the steering wheel, you have that. You have an e-brake, which currently does not work, but I'd love to see that in the future. You have this little solitary air freshener in the Suikara here hanging out from the window. But that's a big thing. Also, the antenna on this car also wiggles, which sounds weird, but it does, and it's cool. And it actually, I think, has a different effect based off of how you're driving, but I could be wrong. Yeah, look, when I go forward, it goes back. When I brake, it stops or wiggles more. Anyways, this game just has such great, like, I don't know, it's very realistic. And even moving on to the second topic, attention to detail, which I may go over real quick before we hop into the other game. So I think we'll give both of those votes for that. But also, let me just real quickly take a look at the map in this game, because that is also insane. I mean, first of all, the graphics, like, I could look at this, right? I honestly could think that this was real life from certain angles. I mean, not this whole crate drift area, but if I saw this right here, I could think that this is real life, like, for real. Anyways, even if we weren't talking about how real it is, well, we are, but, I mean, everything's textured. You have road signs, you have trees, which are also very realistic. Look at that. You got these, I think this is a little construction site area. I don't even know. I didn't actually know this garage existed, but, I mean, we'll give this for attention to detail. Look at the textures for everything. Like, they don't leave one spot in this game empty, and it's amazing. Anyways, for both attention to detail and realism, I'm gonna have to give this, I'll go 9 for realism, because you can't really get 10 in any game, it's not real life. And I'll give it a 10 for the attention to detail, because this game looks insane. Alright, let's go ahead, hop into the other game, and go over the realisticness and its attention to detail in Drift Paradise.
Realisticness is not a real word. The other word was a real word.
Okay, anyways, we're gonna hop into the other game again, Drift Paradise. And I don't know, it may be better, it may be worse, but we're going to see here in a second if that'll open. Alright, here we go, hop into the other game. By the way, I apologize for leaving up the whole thing, the whole entire video, if I do. But yeah, Okay, you guys already know what things we're judging by, so let's just hop straight into it. We're gonna hop onto the Bishu map this time, the Bishu circuit. This is... I'm gonna hop into the Bishu, because it's dope. But yeah. Definitely not gonna be as high for realism. But, yeah, I mean... It's cool. Like, let's spawn the S15 this time. Also, one thing I would like to mention, which I definitely still don't mean to downplay, but I'm pretty sure most of the cars in this game are not actually built by the developers. I mean, like, I've seen these in the free model marketplace before, and I'd just like to show, I mean, if you look at some cars, and here, Jack, pull up your Lamborghini, or Matthew. Let me turn on Super Glossy. This is a little bit of a way that I can attempt to sort of expose, but not necessarily. So if you look at this Lamborghini, holy cow, this looks cool. But look, let's take a look at how pixelated this is. It looks to be, honestly, very smooth and not pixelated. But if I'm coming over to this car, which I may even be wrong about this, but if I am correct, certain parts of this look way, like, look at this. Also, I mean, there's triangles, not squares, which it's just a complete thing of showing that it may be imported. I could be wrong, though. But I do think that these may not possibly be made by the same devs. Anyways, moving on to judging by realism and, what's the other one? Attention to detail. Okay, so attention to detail, this game's not terrible. Like, you have some pretty cool things. I like how they go all out with their liveries and stuff for different cars in the Fast and Furious pack, and a couple other things. They definitely have a ton of cars in this game. So honestly, realism, not gonna be too great, but attention to detail, I will give it a good score. So for attention to detail, I'm gonna give it a 7, yeah. And for realism, I mean, I'm not gonna be able to give this thing too big of a thing. So for realism, I'm going to have to give it a 5. So far, we already have 29 points for solitary, and what I see as 18 for Drift Paradise. So for the last one, we'll go over the player base, and for that, we'll head over to Google Chrome right here. Okay, so this is where it gets a little bit of interesting. Let's hop over here. Okay, so Drift Paradise, we're gonna take a look at some of these different things, like how many likes it has. You have 168,000 likes, 19,000 dislikes. We're gonna scroll down here, and yeah. So we got 106.2 million visits, and 452,000 favorites, almost 453,000. And currently we have 771 people playing the game. If we move over to solitary, you will see there's definitely less likes, less dislikes, and honestly, this ratio, you get it to right over here. Take a look at this. It's pretty similar, but this definitely has a better like ratio here. But basically, we're gonna scroll down here, see what game has more players, because I mean, the more the players, the more you can really, you know, tandem. But yeah, let's scroll down. Okay, so currently the visits, there's a big difference between them. I mean, here you have 14 million, here you have 106 million. But 771 active, 201 active. I'm honestly gonna have to give this game, or the player base section, to Drift Paradise, giving it a, honestly, seeing as it's probably one of the most, or I think it is the most popular game for drifting on Roblox, I'm gonna give that a 10. And for the player base of Solitary, I'm honestly gonna have to give it a 4 compared to other games. It's not doing so great with that part. Alright, well, let's go ahead and add up the points and see which one of these games is most likely to win. So we have a total of 33 points for solitary and a total of 28 for Drift Paradise. So they're not too far off, but that definitely is going to go to solitary. If you guys have anything different to say, make sure to comment down below. And if you have any other opinions, I'd like to see that as well. Also, comment down below, guys, if you have any other ideas for what I should put versus each other in this against that. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Make sure you guys check out more videos on the SlideSide YouTube channel. And with that said, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and turn on bell notifications for more content on the SlideSide YouTube channel. This was This Against That, and yeah, bye!